guys, this is me just showing you the process in which I just go about doing construction. So the first thing I believe I mentioned was to, let's see, the guards. So let's go into the guards and then we'll go into the talent tree. So the guards, you just go and appoint the best guards for your production, and the production I'll tell you why in a minute. So actually, let's go into construction speed. So the one that gives me construction speed is going to be under innovator. The one that gives me the best for construction would be under aid, and mine is still this guy working on it. So it would be Mousqueton, so I appointed him, and that's under aid. As far as, production, we appoint our best guards, and the one that I have is Rene Descartes, so I replace him with that. For what's it called? The one that gives me for all, and by the way, the best guard for just resource stats. So silver production 50% for the advisor. So he gives me silver production 50, iron iron production 32, food production 40. So that's good. That's what I want. And then the one that gives me the best for all of my resources in total would be my resource production person, which is Constance. The alternative would be to use the resource production, which is Ward. It gives me 14%, but I'd get troop upkeep reduction at that percentage. But at the end of the day, production kind of counters out her guardian component, her troop upkeep reduction. So that's that. And then so I'm going to appoint Constance under ambassador. Okay, good. And so this way my guard is set up. So that would be innovator, aid, advisor, ambassador. Next, you're going to go into your Lord talent. So you touch your Lord profile picture, and then you use your equipment that you have for production and also construction. If you don't have what I have, for example, that reduces the amount of resources needed for construction, you just, what's it called? You just use these guys. So you do the one that gives you construction speed, right? Because if you see under economy, you're going to be wearing your economy gear like I mentioned. Under your economy gear, you pick your best, right? If you have all of the harvest set, use it. If you have all of the prosperity set, use it. If you have a mix of both, just appoint it. And the specific stats that you're wanting are production, right? Oh, sorry, construction, because this is a video about construction, and then also production, and I'll tell you why when we get there. So I'm using the boots. He gives me construction speed, boom. Well, actually, I'm not using the boots, but I'm not also gonna use this. Actually, here, let's change it. We'll come back to that in a minute, because the first thing we'll do is instant yield. So production, yeah, these two are equipped. So I want the production stats, right? All right, so let's go and take a look at my equipment. Those two are on, right? Moving on, remember I talked about your Lord talent tree. So now this is where you go. I've reset mine already by pressing the blue button at the bottom right corner, and I'm just going to put everything on economy. Under economy, I touch all the way. Just follow the path upwards. Even if, I touch food gathering, this is the path I'm telling you about. So if you're gonna use food production, because you actually need more food than wood, then you touch food. If you need more wood than food, then you touch wood. But you just pick one or the other on this end. I'll tell you why. All right, and then you just keep going. So iron production. So you're only activating productions. Okay, construction. So that gives you 5% production increase. So food production 20%, and then that's the development talent. So I will talk about that in a minute. Wood, because that's what we're going to be using for this video. Iron production. We'll just keep going because I want to touch the next level of production. All right, almost there. And I could actually go as far as using instant gather. I'm going to do that actually for this video because I think it's cool. And then keep going. Production. I think I have more, but food I feel like is such a hot commodity. I'm just gonna keep going with food for me, and then I'll stop at instant gather. That's a lie. I'll just production. So I have 3 left. I can either put it on. Actually, I'll just put the rest of it on here. Let's see, because we just want production. So I'll use iron. I'll do iron. So that's 3 points more. Iron. Boom. All right. So now, in the next thing I mentioned was to make sure that your VIP or equipment. So I did Lord Talent Tree, and then your equipment is already on. Make sure your VIP is activated. The reason why is because, you know, depending on your level of VIP, look at what you get. You get, you know, instant building speed ups. What's it called? And that's for construction actually. That's basically, you know how when you're speeding up, there's a point where the system just wants to stop you because you could actually have it for free. So that would be after 600 seconds, you're allowed to have, like, you know, free upgrade, right? But depending on your level. So for me, I have level 10. And so I would go as far as I'll have 1,500 instant speed up, right? So we want to make sure that's activated. Good. And so following that, we're gonna use our buffs, which my buffs are already done, and that comes, you know, just by doing your dailies as well, right? So in my dailies, I have, you know, boost Iron Mine. I still have the boost one. Oh my god, lol. So I boost all of my lumber yards, well, two of them, two of my farms. I boost, you know, my Iron Mine, and I'm gonna boost my another of my Iron Mines. So that's one boost there. I hope you're able to see that. Okay, so I have my production, I have my guards for production, the best guards for, you know, the compound, the both of them. Okay, I'm actually at work. I could get in trouble for doing this.